Hey y'all. Just wanted to talk to you for a couple of minutes about faith, blessings, and the way God makes his himself be known and to remind us. I don't talk about it because I don't like talking about it, but many of you know that my financial situation is not the greatest. I my wife we finally got her diagnoses, many of them, and a letter from the doctor that my wife can't work. So we're going to be working on getting disability for her, and I'm her caretaker. Due to her complex medical issues, I am her caretaker. Um, it means I don't work. She doesn't work. YouTube is my job, if that can be a job at my ways. Um, but it leads a lot of time to where we're lacking. We don't have all the great things everybody else has. And what I mean by great things is I have more than a lot of people. So I'm grateful and thankful for what I do have. Like I would be homeless if I didn't own my own home. You know what I mean? Granted, it's not the best home. The purchase price was very low. It needs a lot of work. But it was a blessing at the time that we came across it, that it gave us what we needed at the time. It's a little more than what we need now. And well, I had plans for the house, but those have changed. As many of my plans have changed. And the channel's changed. The reason I started doing the YouTube channel is because it was a better way to connect with my granddaughter. Hopefully she still watches the videos. I don't know. I don't know. But if she doesn't watch them now, she can watch them one day. One day, maybe. But things have changed. And right now, things are really rough. It's the beginning of winter. Our income is, well, I'll be honest, $200. And that's for storage of my sister's things. You know what I mean? That's it. Now, I say that's it because that's what my income is. But I have faith in God because I keep my faith in God. And here's why. I eat every day. There are times like this morning when me and my wife were looking at each other and we're like, we got 6 pot pies between us, probably a dozen chicken legs. And we were trying to figure out how we could cook the chicken legs, you know what I mean, and have a meal of the chicken legs, and then we could cut up the meat and add it with a little bit of mayonnaise and some bread and have some chicken salad sandwiches. You know what I mean? It's not much. It's not even very flavorful because we don't have spices, but it's a couple days worth of food out of what would be a meal. Well, a couple of meals, not a couple of days worth of food. And you know what I mean? We're just kind of looking at things like, how can we stretch this? And you know what I mean? I'm already thinking, well, we got a bunch of these little instant oatmeal things. We can have oatmeal for lunch. You know what I mean? A bowl of oatmeal is plenty, and it's filling and it's warm since it's freezing outside. You know, that's a meal. Thank God I have it because I didn't pay for it. It was given to me. And my brother shows up this morning. he was like, I cooked you a turkey yesterday. Our oven doesn't work, so we cook on a stovetop. The top of it works, and we have an air fryer, microwave, and a toaster oven. So that's pretty much how we cook anything. We weren't cooking a turkey this year. And he came over, didn't call us, nothing, just came over and was like, hey, I cooked you a turkey. Oh, well, thanks. So we had Thanksgiving dinner for breakfast this morning. And we're going to have Thanksgiving for lunch. And we're going to have Thanksgiving dinner for dinner. And probably breakfast tomorrow, and then we'll have sandwiches. Because my wife's on insulin and she has to take 4 shots a day, or no, 3 shots and medication for her diabetes. And then on Wednesdays, like today, she takes 5 insulin shots. So there's a lot of, she has to eat with these. So you know what I mean? It's getting tight. It's getting to where things are, we're eating things we wouldn't normally eat. Let's just put it that way, like buttered noodles and stuff like that, because that's what we have. We don't normally eat things like that, but hey, it's there. And it's a blessing. And then there's times when we don't have anything, like nothing. And someone else who God has blessed financially blesses us a little bit. And thank you to those people that do, and thank God for them blessing them with an abundance that they can bless me. And I appreciate it. So I thank God for you every day. I pray for you every day. You know who you are. I'm not going to scream out your name, but inside I'm screaming out your name. Thank you. Because you've helped me at times when we were trying to figure out who's going to eat that day. The dog always eats. She always has dog food. She's a weirdo. She doesn't eat a lot. But it's not only food. It was a friend of mine from Australia sent me toilet paper and dish soap and laundry soap. You know what I mean? And even a new rope for the dog because I couldn't afford one. That's what I'm talking about. Those are the blessings from God that just mean the most. The tiny ones, the ones that when you need it the most, it may not be a 5-course meal. It may only be a turkey and some mashed potatoes and stuffing. But that's a full-on meal for a couple of days. You know what I mean? Well, you guys know what I mean. You have Thanksgiving dinner, you have leftovers all the time. Well, not all the time, but you know what I mean? For days afterwards. Until you're tired of eating turkey. Billy, stop. She's nuzzling the blanket and getting a little loud. So it's keep the faith. Because even though it may be in times of like you don't know what's going to happen next, you don't know how you're going to survive. Somebody knocks at your door and hands you a turkey and some stuffing and some mashed potatoes, and it's enough for you to eat for a day or two. And that came straight from God. Or you're this much short on your bills. Or if you don't pay this, you're going to get fined or possibly put in jail. And somehow, God just, here you go. There's enough for what you need. It's never been not enough. It's always been enough. Has it been just enough? Yes, it's been just enough. But it's always right on time. So be thankful for what you have. Even if it's just a little bit, even if you can't go to your refrigerator and every time you're a little bit hungry and get something to eat. If you can go to your refrigerator and eat a couple of times a day, and you didn't do anything to put the food there except pray, then it's a blessing and you should be thankful for it. Because we're not deserving of that. Not at all. Not one of us. No matter how much we've changed or what we've stopped doing, we'll never be worthy of God's blessings. Never. Except through God's grace. It's amazing the things that happen that we take and we just don't see it as a blessing from God, but then you're eating turkey. You know, he was like, oh man, I just made you guys a turkey because I didn't see you for Thanksgiving. Well, something made him make that turkey. You know what I mean? I know what it was or who it was. Now, I'm not saying any of this to feel bad for me or to give me anything, because that's not what I'm doing. I'm saying that keep the faith in God, in his promises to you. He didn't promise the birds anything, but they eat every day. You know what I mean? The sparrows. But just be thankful, y'all, and keep the faith, because God's with you all the time. He doesn't leave, and he's always good all the time. Sometimes he waits a little bit to where we can see him in the gift, in the blessing. You know what I'm saying? Because it's easy to say, hey man, my brother's the man for bringing over that turkey, which he is. But I know that that turkey came from God. You know? Because I wasn't praying to my brother yesterday or this morning or last night. I was praying to God. This morning I got a Thanksgiving dinner. Well, turkey stuffing and mashed potatoes. No pie, but that's just the fat guy in me. I'm okay with no pie. That's all I gotta say. Should be some videos coming out, but with the snow, I'm scared to get sick, man. Like right now, I can feel it in my ribs and my back from sitting here. And who's here? So I guess I got to go because somebody's here. All right. Y'all have a great day and God bless. And always remember, God loves you, and so do I. Bye.